Abby, I'm not bothering you by being here while I wait for Joey to pick me up, right? Because I don't want to be like an inconvenience. No, you're not bothering me. Not at all. Pretty sure I would order an Uber, but I don't want to waste the money. And, you know, I do have my driver's license. I just don't have a car, and Joey doesn't trust me to use his, so I kind of have to wait for him to pick me up and take me places until I can afford my own car. You know, I just don't want to bother you, of course. The last thing I want to do is bother my future sister-in-law. Melissa, this is like we've had a good day, but it's the 6th time that you've asked me that. And every single time I've said, I'm not bothered by you. It's okay you're here. Got nothing else going on today. I'm off today. I'm good. Well, I guess I feel like I'm imposing because, well, let me ask you a question first, and maybe you'll better understand where I'm coming from. Gabby, do you hate me? First of all, even people who have really wronged me, like my ex-wife, maybe I'm a little bit to blame there, but even people who make me upset, let's put it that way, I don't hate anyone. I can't carry that around. So I most definitely don't hate you. Because you've never really... We've had our differences, but I couldn't hate you. I'm a big girl, okay? I'm in my 30s. I have been through PCOS, vanishing twin syndrome, other pregnancy-related things that were my choosing, all types of stuff, bad childhood, a lot of bullies. I can take criticism, and I can take truth and transparency and honesty. So if you hate me, it's okay. I just would like to know if it's true and why. Melissa, I can't explain it anymore. Where would you get the assumption? Like, I don't think that I give off the vibe that I hate people. So where would you get that? I guess I was talking to my fiance, your brother, and he kind of sort of repeated that you, like, I don't harbor some jealousy because you, for whatever reason, think that your mom likes me the most, which is so not true. She raves about you, and you are like her prize child, in my opinion, and my views. So yeah, I just don't want you to be jealous of me or hate me or not like me. I don't care if you do, but I don't want you to, because I want to have a friend and stuff. Like, it was nice when you helped me with my mental stuff. Of course it was Joey. You need to be careful with, and I learned this in therapy, allowing other people to influence your entire existence. And what I mean by that is you have this normal state of being, and if someone says something negative about you, it goes down. Someone says something positive, goes up. Just stay here. The only reason I said that was because I felt it to be true. But not in a hostile way where I don't like you. I just feel like my mom has her favorites, and I think you may be one of them, more so than me. Oh, but Gabby, I mean this when I say this, and I'm not trying to make you feel good. I analyze everyone who interacts with me, and I try to figure out what they're genuinely feeling. That's why I bugged out when I heard you may not have liked me. Your mom? You may mistake it for like loving me and caring for me and all this, but I think she pities me. I've seen my mom walk past a person that doesn't have a home on the street, or a houseless person. And I see the look in her eyes. I think she pities them. Or when a cashier is very behind on their job. She doesn't get so much angry anymore, but she looks like she feels bad for them, that they might be a little stupid in her eyes. There is something there that my mom genuinely loves about you. And I say that where you should be flattered, because she doesn't feel that way about many people. Rarely even herself. Well, I beg to differ. I do think she pities me. I think she feels bad for me, and she thinks I'm a little crazy. That's why she walks on eggshells with me. But also, let me point something out about your mom. I'm sure you know this, but people of her generation, okay, from Brooklyn, sitting around the Entenmann's, talking about this person wronged them, the president, whatever. They are set in their ways, but not always in a bad way, okay? They just don't want disrespect, and they would like it if people our age asked them for help. You don't ever ask your mom for help. I do. I have humbled myself in front of her, and someone who grew up in the 60s, 70s, that era loves that. I treat her like she's a queen. You treat her like she's your mom. So there's going to be that difference. Well, you know, Melissa, that's a very mature answer. You should be proud of yourself for coming to that conclusion. When I say I've worked on myself, I also try to learn about other people and try to empathize with them. Also, can I tell you something that I don't know if Joey wants? I know you don't like secrets, and it's not really a secret. It's going to come out anyway when, you know, your mom wonders if he's ever going to have a kid. It's fine. What is it? Alright, look, this is going to come out eventually. It's not a secret. I'm not telling you a secret. It will come out eventually, and I need to tell someone because it's eating me alive, and I told Joey that I didn't care. Like, I put up a front. But I do care. Apparently, supposedly, in Japan, he got a vasectomy. How? No way. With what medical? I don't know how it works, but something seems a little random about that. I could be clueless about it, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It just seems so random, and I feel like he said it to me out of spite. But, like, he had screenshots of something, you know, that it was done. But how did his medical... He doesn't even have medical as far as I know. Did he just walk into, like, some sort of minute clinic and get it done? Like I said, Melissa, I know about how things work here in Serafina Town and a little bit in New York, but I don't know how it works over in Japan when it comes to vasectomies. That's why I just wanted to bounce it off of you. Do you think maybe he's lying to me? Do you think it sounds like he could have actually done that on a whim in Japan? What? Like, when he need recovery and stuff? Like, I'm skeptical of it, and I just want a second opinion. Because of how random it is. Again, I don't know, but it does sound a little bit like it might be a lie. Let me ask you this. What was the conversation like before this? Like, how did it get to that point? What preceded this revelation? Well, before that, I had been honest and transparent, and I told him about the pregnancy, about me discontinuing it. And I laid it out all on the table, and that's when he came back and said that he got a vasectomy in Japan. And again, this isn't legal advice. It does kind of sound like he might have said it out of spite. But again, that's just my opinion. Thank you for listening to me, Gabby. It's really been helpful. And I am super duper glad that you don't actually hate me. Because I was a little heartbroken when I heard that. But maybe I jumped to conclusions.
So, you know, I've been to a lot of places internationally. Australia, Germany. I've never been to Japan, though. How the hell was that? Dude, let me tell you. Growing up around a mom who was like
I love America. I love America. I'm never traveling. I understand that. She loves America. I love America too. But I never thought like experiencing a different culture and way of life, you wouldn't. I felt like an outsider, but at the same time, I felt like, these people aren't looking at me like I'm weird. You know what I mean? They're actually interested in me. Just the food, the vending machines, dude. The vending machines are crazy. Clean. It's very clean. Bro, honestly, if circumstances were right, and like I had a shop or something, I would live there. Wow. I've heard that. I've heard a lot of people go there and then they won't come back. Maybe I'll go there one day. But man, I know tattoo artists there now. American ones. Some dudes, one of them was from like England, but they were very friendly to me. And my the guy who's giving me the apprenticeship, he's gonna go back there. So if you ever want to come, man, you can come with me. How do you think Melissa would fare in Japan? You think it would be her cup of tea? I know she was raised in like Texas and stuff, right? Yeah. Let me ask you though. Y'all have been having like conversations, like deep conversations together or something? Cause she told me y'all talk like that. I was just a little shocked to hear that. Y'all are like opposites. We've had I think maybe 2 conversations, maybe 3. And each one, I don't know, we start out just talking about stuff and then we kind of veer into a deeper conversation about like you, growing up. She's a very psychoanalytical person. That's all I, this ain't coming from like an overly negative place. It just comes from like life, being a man, and loving my woman. Y'all not like flirting or nothing, right? Like low key? No, not at all. Joey, I know this is cheesy to say, but I wouldn't jeopardize what we have now as brothers in any way. I understand that you'll always have that perception of me being the guy who took your wife, but I mean it when I say it. I know it was personal, but it wasn't something I did personally, and I know how much you love Melissa and I know how much she loves you. I would never flirt with her one bit. On God. On Charlotte. I know she's your daughter, but you know what I mean, Joey. You have my word. Alright. Again, man, I don't mean to stand here and like low-key accuse you or be that skeptical dude. Not at all. It's just, going through a divorce, man, I feel like I'm always gonna have a little bit of insecurity in my relationship. Even Melissa, who's the most dedicated to me, and I know I brought my divorce on, like it's my fault. But when you go through a divorce, you're going through something you never thought you'd go through. It's almost like, you're that young dude who thinks he's invincible, and then you get hit by a car. That's the feeling, man. So I love Melissa, but I worry sometimes that our problems, the way we argue, pushes her away, or she'll do something stupid. Because we have problems, we're not perfect. We still argue and stuff. Take it from me, I'm about an expert now in trouble in relationships, I'd say. Not so much how to solve those problems, but I feel like I've experienced every single type of argument there is in a relationship, and my only advice to you, as I guess my little brother, just avoid them. Just avoid all the arguments as much as possible. And I don't mean avoiding them and then walking away with
The feelings? I mean, hey, if something bothers you, like something that doesn't need to bother you, pick your battles, get rid of it, and walk away. It's just hard sometimes, man. Easier said than done. Like the other day, we just talking, me and her. We having a great conversation. I want to say great, but you know, just better than usual, right? And then out of left field, right out of left field, dude, she drops it that the pregnancy, which I thought, you know, was a miscarriage. I thought that's what happened, right? She tells me, nah, she discontinued it herself because she was afraid that we weren't going to get back together, this and that, and like, she's keeping this from me when all we ever do is talk about, yo, no more secrets, no more delaying the truth, you know? So there's that. There's just, she does things that lead me to believe, like, yo, what else is she capable of doing? Oh, man. Wow. Oh. Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming either.
That's, I mean, it's something you gotta deal with her, I guess. But as someone who maybe knows her a little bit now, out of all the lies that people have told with these cameras filming them, that's not the worst one. And I definitely can see why she would do it if she thought that y'all weren't gonna get back together or something. You have to understand, I'm sorry if I'm like talking for her, but she had Chris, right? She probably doesn't want to go down the road of like having a child without a baby daddy. As a woman, I can't imagine what that feeling must be like, but she's lived it, you know, so maybe you want to give her the benefit of the doubt there. I don't know. I'm obviously on your side as a brother, but
it's all good because then afterwards, like, I hit her with the fact that I got a vasectomy in Japan. So it's like an eye for an eye type thing without me even like trying.
Okay. Wow. Conversation just keeps taking a different turn. Off the cliff this time. So you legitimately got a vasectomy?
Yeah, I got one. And I did it because when I left, I couldn't imagine myself coming back and being with her. Because we left on such weird ass terms, and you know, you go to Japan, dude, and you got the bright lights and people smiling at you, and you're learning new experiences. It was like I was in grade school again, learning a new subject, you know, and realizing that there's more to than just Serafina Town, more than just New York, and the guys in the shop are welcoming me, making me feel like I matter, type thing, you know. And I'm just thinking like, man, I don't want to go home and be in this relationship that feels so repetitive to me. And so I did it. I mean, I didn't want to go down the road of like having children with her and stuff.
Damn. I don't know if you can call someone with a vasectomy infertile, but I guess, and that would make you and me both infertile. Welcome to the club. The infertility brothers.
Come on, dude, you're not really infertile. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for how I used to like, you know, make fun of you for that. Cause you're not, dude. Come on.
I don't know. I wish you could say that to me confidently and I could confidently believe you, but if that paternity test is right and you're actually Charlotte's dad, then I still didn't have a kid. I'm in my 30s, and every time I've tried, it's never happened. Doctors always hinted that this is what it was, and I'm at the point, Joey, where I believe it, and that's what I'm wrestling with now. I don't wrestle with finding Charlotte anymore. I have my moments. Like, I did ask Melissa if she would tell me where Miranda was. She said no. I can be real about that. But I don't obsess over it. I obsess over the fact that I will never be a father.
Don't say that, man.
But I'm being realistic.
Really, don't say that.
Sorry. It's just when you put things into the universe, dude, I've learned over the years that your worst nightmares can come true, even if you're just joshing around, even if maybe you're not willing it, but low-key you're willing it. So don't put that into the universe, dude. Like, you'll be a dad one day. Just don't worry about what the circumstances are of that happening. Don't put it into the universe that you're not going to do that, because then it becomes true. I get where you're coming from. Sorry if I hit a nerve. Can I ask how, as someone who lost their son and is no longer a father and was, I mean, I feel like that a little bit in the terms of Charlotte being taken away and then my biological father title being stripped. How do you deal with it? How are you still walking after losing your son? How do you wake up in the morning and put your feet to the floor? I just pretend that Junior is always watching me. And I try to tell myself, like, how would he want to view me? And how would I want him to view me? Ending this all, I would never want him to see that. So it's way better for him to see me put my feet to the floor every morning. All my perceptions about you have been wrong. You really are a strong man to be standing here after all that. I promise you, I would never do anything to jeopardize our brotherhood. Not for anyone. I don't take this for granted. These talks, to me, they're priceless. And I hope that moving forward, our brotherhood can stand above everything else.